nicer feel to it.
Yeah, it's got an almost improvisational tone.
This semester on Stat 201, prepare yourself for YouTube, because we're all zoomed out. Cahoots and special guests, Tiny Brian, Puppet Shark, Evil Moobot,
I am Moobot.
Woody the Rabbit, and more. Super Statistics Bros.
Hey, how's everyone doing? Good to have you here. Make sure our levels are good. Hopefully, how's all the sound? I actually sent this to my parents. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Madeline. Awesome. How is everyone doing? Glad you enjoyed the video. Everyone tell me, too loud, too quiet? I'm actually using a different streaming setup this semester. So what does everyone think? Good to see you here. Mackenzie, Tiffany, HGT, Joseph, Kirsten, Joseph again, Olivia. It sounds perfect. Too soft? I'm going to turn the volume up a little bit more. You ready? Tell me if it's too loud. Is this too loud or too quiet? What do people think? Too loud, too quiet? Sounds good. Carly, Mackenzie, Master, Jake, good to see you. Alyssa, good to see you. Tiffany, so awesome. Perfect. That's better. You can always tell me too loud, too quiet. I've got all these saying. Miguel, good to see you here. Everybody, we're going to start with the questions here in a moment. Sydney says, sounds great. Love that. Awesome, Sydney. Well, if you didn't know it, this is the class. This is how the class is done. I'm glad people liked the video. I have fun making that kind of stuff. I started making videos, and I got the epic movie voice guy. I paid a cameo, and it wasn't that expensive, actually. I was like, what? $55? Why not? Let's get epic movie voice guy to give about a good intro. Oh, thank you so much, Miguel. That means a lot to me. It means a lot that people can enjoy this class. We can interact. How do I authorize? You might be asking out. So on the Discord, we took a picture of that. Let me show this picture from the Discord real quick. Let's start with the Discord question right here, because there's a question for the Discord with the authorization. Great question to start. I'm going to go grab a screen grab of that, and we're going to hop over to the main screen. We're going to start some questions here and kind of talk about what's going on with this class. Be like, what is this class? Okay, so 2 seconds here. Going to grab a screen grab. But you know what? I'm going to ruin all my surprises for the semester. I'm going to ruin everything I've worked on. I have a new favorite button. So, you got to press the button. Here's my top. Do people want to see what happens if I press the button? I wonder what it's going to say right now. But do people want to see, do it yes or no? You choose in the chat. You can be like, no, Brian, get serious. Let's talk serious. Let's talk about how Olivia says yes right there. Jack's saying yes. So Kirsten's saying yes. What happens if we press the button? Let's make sure audio is working. Everything's working, got everything working. Let's find out what happens if we press one of our new buttons for the semester. Worked on this, got this working. Here we go. It's the new button. I got some other new buttons. I won't ruin them. I know I cut off all the hair. It's all gone now. I got some. We took some like I can have like long hair Brian appear. Thank you so much, Annie. Good to see you here, Annie. That's awesome. I'm always trying to make updates, make class fun, make it exciting. People might be wondering, Puppet Shark? Do we really have a Puppet Shark? We got a Puppet Shark. He's over there. He's that way. Left, right doesn't make sense. Let's get serious here for a moment. Let's hop over to the main screen. Time to get serious. Let's do this. Okay, so when you're on the Discord, let me go ahead and take this route here. So go over to the authorization help. Oh, Tiny, we'll have Tiny Brian up here. Andrew, good to see you. Tiny Brian will be here in a moment. Here's the authorization help. I'm going to disappear off the screen for a second, but please go and check out the authorization help. If you have any problems with this, please tell us right away. But have people been figuring out how to authorize? Please email me in the auth channel. Type your, yep, Lucy's explaining right there. Dylan wrote this message right here. We made an authorization help channel. Thank you so much to Dylan and Dennis, who are doing huge help right here. But you can see if you go here and click on my name and say like, hey, Brian, I'm stuck. I'll help you through the process. But have people been able to get authorized and everything? One thing I want to point out, let's talk about the Discord here for a second. I'll label this video. We'll talk more about that in a second. But one big thing I want to point out right here is I love that we have this Discord community to help people out. We have our TAs on this Discord. I'm on this Discord. You can message me on the Discord. I'm pretty quick about responding. I'm not always going to be there. So if it's like 2 a.m. and you message me, I'm probably not going to be awake. But it's a really quick and easy way to respond. And if you need to hop on and screen share something, really quick and easy to do that. Who's used Discord before and likes it? Who has used Discord before and likes it? Just for those wondering, what is this whole Discord thing? I can walk you through the instructions. We have the instructions posted to the class. I'll go show that here in a second. But if you're stuck on authorizing, Megan says yes. DK says yes. I have, it's great. Yeah. It's pretty easy once you get used to it. Yeah, exactly. It can be a little tricky, Miguel. It can it's a little learning curve. It's like Zoom and GroupMe put together. But we use it to help people out. Sister loves it. That's awesome. Pretty easy to get used to it. Helped me so much with 201. Yeah. And you can hop on there and work with people and ask questions. That's one thing we want to encourage people to do is just put their questions on the Discord. I promise you, people are going to have the same question you have. They're going to be wondering, wait a minute, when's the test? You can just put in there, hey, Brian, when's the test? And I mean, it's on the syllabus, but I'll still tell you, and then other people will get to see it too. Loved using it for 320, especially for those advanced classes with coding, going to be a huge help. So if you're stuck on adding the Discord, please let me know, and we will work on getting you into the Discord. Also depends on how much your professor joins and how much classmates use it. Jack, I couldn't have said it more. You know what we're going to do? I got some new buttons this semester. Let's see what happens when Brian presses one of these new buttons right here. Jack, guess what? That was worth 5 points. Oh, right there. Oh, 5 points appears and MuBot adds 5 points. I've automated the adding of points. Who am I to get points via MuBot? So let's talk about MuBot points here next. So that's a little bit on the Discord right here. So we've covered Discord. A lot of times I do this so I can put these bookmarks in the videos afterwards. So right now I want you to give me all the questions you can about points. Like, let's change topics here to what the heck are these points? Who is MuBot? Well, I mean, MuBot, where you at? Oh, MuBot.
I am MuBot.
That's MuBot right there. MuBot's the one giving out points. He's a little bigger than me these days. MuBot, you been working out, bro? What you been doing, man? Sometimes he gets a little mad at us. So this is MuBot right here. And MuBot has quotes. MuBot has all these things he can do. And it's even easier for me to give out points this semester. Please ask questions about all this right now. MuBot is goated. Oh, MuBot likes that. I don't know. We'll give out 1 point later. MuBot, give out those points. Oh, you're blocking your points, MuBot. You should not be on that layer. Got sound effects for the points, all that good stuff. So what questions are there? I'll try to explain a little bit about the points. MuBot is just a bot. He exists. I promise you. Don't let him get me wrong.
I am MuBot.
Don't tell me he doesn't exist. But it's actually an artwork piece that I had commissioned for the class. So it's our own personal artwork of MuBot right there. MuBot is the extra credit for my classes. You can get up to 1.2 extra credit. Which one is Professor? So the way it works is you can check your it's people are cracking me up in the chat. They're killing me. You can check it's the exact same way. Lucy asked, how similar is this to 474 320? You can check your points anytime by doing ! points. You get points by interacting here in the chat. So you see I'm at 25 points. I've had 680 hours almost. But go ahead and check your points if you want right now. You see Roderick's checking their points right there. And so is Jack. You just do ! points. MuBot's going to tell me how many points you have. And I can give out points as much as I want. Sometimes I go a little crazy. Sometimes I don't. It all depends. I love questions. I tell you what, we're putting a 10-point bounty on all those questions. We'll speed run some questions if you want. But what are people wondering? So if you just joined in, you probably didn't get some of the points. But the longer you watch, the more I give out points, the more points you get. You can check your points at any time, and you achieve new levels. So each so many points. It's kind of like Pokemon Go. Not that I play Pokemon Go. I don't know what no Pokemon Go is. Not like I'm level 46, trying to get to level 47. 18 million. Stupid amount of points. I think the points you get to level, if you get to 50 points, I think you're a Stat Nation member. And then you need to get to like 200 points. And then you need to get to like 500 points. From the history of it, I try to make it obtainable. Doesn't play Pokemon Go. Oh, I totally play Pokemon Go. But do you see? And so if people just joined in, you might not have any points. So you know what? Let's give some points out to everybody here. Let's go. Okay, we're just gonna go crazy for once. No, I can't. I'll go to 20 points. How are they edited in again? Just like that. There you go, right here. Mubot also knows some quotes. So we have quotes from all different semesters I've taught. So if you kind of go in order of all the quotes, you can see the history. And if you have a quote that you like, or if someone says something funny in class, you can be like, that should be a quote. And we always try to put in positive quotes. But does this make sense to everybody? What Mubot does? It's just a bot in the background that we kind of interact with. He gives points out. Yeah, I know. I added the sound effects and stuff. We got some pretty cool ones for the huge ones. Yeah. Do we have to keep track? Nope, you don't. Mubot keeps track of all the extra credit. You can see. So if you do check your points, it is public when you check it. Olivia, great question. Olivia, that's worth some 10 points right there. So you please keep asking questions. You don't keep track of it. Mubot tracks everything for us. When you're talking in the chat, you're active in the chat. If you're active, you're getting the points. So I think you have to talk every 15, 20 minutes. Just try not to be like, not talk in the chat. Like if you load up the video and you don't talk the whole time, you probably don't get points. I think Mubot's coded in, I think he's Python. I'm not the best Python programmer, sorry. But I want to make my own Mubot, but I work with the Mubot I have. That's Mubot. We love you. You just chill out, Mubot. You be good. But does that make sense on what Mubot is? As long as I'm viewing, I think you need to comment in chat and you need to be on your consistent account. So is everyone understanding how Mubot works? Keep asking these questions. But if you're here right now, you're just getting points by chilling in the chat. Joshua just joined in. Good to have you here, Joshua. Just chilling, getting some points. And Lucy, thank you so much, Lucy, right there. Lucy getting the class, another 20 points. We're just going to throw out some big points tonight. So what do we do if we're in BS 320? You just show up and you interact. That's how you get the points. Does everyone understand how this works? Will the points be applied to our final grade? That is correct. Alyssa, great question right there. And we're going to play a game right now. Let's take a few more seconds on this and we'll play the game. Just interact, ask, interact. Miguel, all-star answer right there. Miguel, great job. If we watch it through a different account, you want to make sure you kind of use one consistent account. If you do use different accounts across the semester, which I wouldn't suggest, then just tell me. At the end of the semester, Madeline, great question right there. Madeline, great question. If I pronounce anyone's name incorrectly, please tell me. But throughout the semester, try to keep to one consistent account. If you do use multiple accounts, just tell me at the end and we'll join the points together. Game time, you called it right there. Let's do some game time. Put on our 80s serious music right here. And please tell me if music levels are ever too loud. We're about to play Price is Right. Oh, we could. We're going to play that very early in Stats 1 this semester. Here we go right here. Wrong screen. What are you doing on that screen right here? Does my HackerMan logo work? Oh, man. Let's do this. So we're going to play a little game right here, and this is a good way. Megan's already figured it out. Megan knows how to tag me, so I want you to tag someone in the chat and just say hi to them. I want you to just talk to someone and be like, hey, how are you doing? How's your day going? Throw some positivity out to somebody in the chat right now. Be like, I hope you're having a good start of the semester. Oh, Zion, we'll ask that next. We'll talk about the next. So we see Andrew being tagged, Megan being tagged, Riley being tagged right there. Lucy, Stat 201. Hey, Madeline, good to see you here. I can't say hi to myself. We got Miguel tagging Zion right there. Carly tagging Joseph. So much awesomeness. Yeah, I love all the positivity. So if you notice, if someone's tagged you, your name shows up in orange. This is very important to note right here. I'm gonna hop over to the boss screen. I'm gonna go to my 80s car. Just chilling out right here. Oh, is the volume too loud? Please tell me if the volume's ever too loud. It looks like it's going way too high on me. But with this right here, you should see your name in orange. So when you see your name in orange right there, it's easy to notice. So now I want everyone to start tagging me. I don't think I can drive my car on this screen. It says my volumes are peaking. Please tell me if the volume's too loud. I'm lowering it. It shows peaking. Like that's when your volumes go way too high. Oh man. People starting to tag me right there. Rajik's tagging me. Wilton, good to see you. Wait, that's orange? When you tag someone, their name shows up in orange. The volume is louder over here. It might be, okay. Yeah. I mean, if I see it's peaking, then... Oh, thank you so much. Everyone's tagging me. Now, the number one reason to tag me is I'll get to see your comment right there. That's not orange. Andrew, I don't trust either of us with our ability to see things. Andrew and I are both don't have good eyes. Andrew and I know about this. Let's head back to the main screen here and talk some more serious stuff here. Oh man. Volume is much louder in the car, it sounds like. That's so weird. I wonder why the volume's louder on that screen. I switched over this semester to OBS. For those who know the background streaming stuff, I switched over to OBS. And I think the volume controls are different on every screen. Okay. Tell me if it's ever too loud. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Samuel, right there. Talking about some good vibes. Loving the stream. Boom. Let's just throw out some more points. We'll throw out another 10 points. Okay. What topic are people most confused on right now? Like, what's another topic we can cover? We've talked a little bit about the Discord. We talked about how the points worked. You've learned how to tag people. I'm pretty sure there'll be less buffering. It was really good over the summer, and people were saying, wow, man, those buffering issues. What is OB? Oh, is that? I think it was. I think I know this. Or, the 3x plus 1. That's such a good mathematical problem. I would say Discord because it's hard for me to get in. Please, please, please email me. Oh, we should talk about emailing. What's up, Snea? Good to see you here, Snea. Awesome stuff. The SaaS, I think it's the application and getting it out of zip. Okay, great question, Isabella, right here. Make sure to be on topic. That's my best advice to people. So, yep, and we do have mods. Just saying. We will see. Okay, so with this right here, one of the big questions is we have with the question about SaaS. So it's not SaaS, Isabella. Can you post something saying what we're covering? So here's what I want you to do. When you ask the question here, whatever question you ask, I want you to do this right now. Since we have everyone here together, we're going to do a question and we'll do Stat Tool 1. I want you to say which question it is. So we have here downloading Jump for Mac or PC. I'm going to take as many questions as I can. Downloading Jump for Mac or PC. Downloading Jump for Mac or PC. So with downloading Jump for Mac or PC, I'm going to remove this just because it doesn't seem on topic for the class. So with this right here, let's go and grab a video for that to help out and understand. I have a Getting Started in StatTool 1 playlist. Has anyone done the Getting Started in StatTool 1 playlist? We got 57. That's so awesome. Thank you, everyone, for being here watching. 57 is pretty good for night before class, just chilling out. And I am going to pull up the Getting Started in StatTool 1 playlist. So I've got the Getting Started in StatTool 1 playlist coming up right here. We're about to have Brianception. And so let's go check this out. Would recommend watch the gang. Yeah, Lucy's got some great advice. And thank you so much for all those people who've done the randomness. You are correct. Great job, Olivia, right there. So right here, I'm going to drop this playlist in. Now, who knows? Let's throw out 50 points, and people can tell me what version of Jump you should be downloading. That's the playlist right there. 50 points, crazy points right here. What version of Jump should you be downloading? That's 100 points. I shouldn't click the 100-point button. Olivia right there. Boom, knowing the answer. This is my favorite sound effect. Oh, man. Big points. Right. Nice job, everyone saying Jump 16. Go ahead. If you have problems installing it, just tell me. The video, maybe I should put download Jump 16 on it. I make these videos and they then get outdated within like a year and a half, or next semester they'll have 16.1. But just download the latest version of Jump. If there's issues on your computer, you can download an older one. Jump hasn't changed much since I've been using it since like Jump 12 or 13. We use the basic capabilities, not like super advanced fancy capabilities. But yeah, awesome job. Is office hours the only time you'll be live when we have a class, or all class recorded? Great question, Aiden, right there. So we've got, if you get stuck on downloading Jump, please tell me immediately, email me. And so Aiden asked a really good question about office hours. Let's go take this question right here about office hours, and let's go here and say all classes, and let's go office hours. Okay, so the best way to find office hours, the absolute best way to find office hours is to go to the channel, and you will see right here, and I'm going to probably move it upwards, but you've got upcoming live streams. And then I thought I made, did I not do that? I thought I did. Maybe I'll place it up here sooner. But I have an office hours playlist. So if you're looking for when Brian is live, And I'll also be putting my office hours in a little bit easier place to find. I reorganized the page for the start of the semester. But you can go here to office hours on August 19th, and you can also see what time I'll be live. So does this make sense? So like, it's just like this right here. You join in, you ask questions, you say, hey, Brian, I'm not getting Jump installed. You might need to email me for that though, because we might need to work back and forth on it. But is this making sense right here on how to get this going right here? Does that make sense on like join in office hours anytime, ask questions, and they are recorded? You know what, Stu? Let's go take a look. And now something weird, because I've made so many upcoming live streams. Oh, I think only I can see this. If you're wondering what office hours look like, and I want to point out something really amazing. Example, we'll do that next, Lucy. Lucy, thank you so much. I didn't say that so far. Well, let's go look at some long hair, Brian. Here's a project help stream. Oh my God, this was during the snowstorm. This is when our power was going out last semester. And I want you to notice something about this. What do people notice? Oh, it's a bad video for that. Brian, you did a poor job right there. What do people notice about office hours along the bottom? This office hours has 1,000 views. Thank you for the views, everybody. And they don't have ads on them. I don't put ads on office hours and stuff like that. So what do you notice about this right here? What do you notice about an office hours afterwards? I know, right? When we got the... What do you notice about it? Timestamps. I go in and I timestamps this. This is sake. So you get all this right here. You get long hair Brian. Where's oh man, what's it? There we go. Long hair Brian. Cut off all my hair. Sad times. And we went through and we did tons of examples. So 2 hours. Yeah, the timestamps are really helpful going through here. Was this, I don't know, long hair Brian. And so I walk through the examples and explain how to do everything. So you'll get real nice, hopefully clear videos with all this right here. Any questions about this? These are posted to the YouTube channel. You can see the chat. Hey, there's HGT. He's here. They're here tonight. Sorry. I don't know. And does this make sense to everybody? What's going on right here with the office hours? And they'll be posted. You can come in here. I mean, you can click like if you want. I mean, you got to like your own videos, right? Why not? Yeah, sometimes you might be too early for the timestamps. And I do want to say this. We don't get a lot of comments, but anytime you want to throw a comment on the video, feel free to throw a comment on a video. It helps with us with the analytics. But anytime you like, comment, and subscribe, I know that's like the like the common YouTube thing, like, comment, and subscribe. But if you ever watch one of the videos and you like it, you comment on it, it really helps the analytics. What does the wrench mean next to the name? So when we start class here, you can become a mod. So when we're in an unlisted stream, I mod people. So the people with the blue marks, let's go mention this right here. So what are the blue names? So during class, I add mods. So during class, I will add in mods. These are individuals, like when we're on public streams, if, you know, I'm like, they have the ability to remove things, to hide users on the channel. Not me liking Wilton's like, do we have any dislikes yet? Has anyone disliked this video? They're like, what is this guy doing streaming? We have no dislikes. I'm gonna become the one dislike. I'm the one dislike. You saw the dislike change up and down. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So with all this good stuff right here, Mubot's talking in the chat. But the mods, you'll become a mod in class. So Wilton, Joey, if you're one of the students right here, you become a mod in the chat. Thank you so much, Joey. I appreciate that right there. Joey Chandler? Is that from Friends? No, it's Joey and Chandler. That's what I was thinking about. But does that make sense to everybody what a mod is? Let's do another question. Keep asking these questions. We're going to stream for another like 20, 30 minutes. We are omnipotent mods. What other questions are there? What are you wondering about with how this class is set up? Unlimited power. Teeny tiny living space. Are all the assignments, homeworks, exams that are due on the course calendar in Canvas? I believe is Mackenzie, can you clarify which class? Just clarify which class. And Morty and his brother, Jan Michael Vincent, are doing fine. Whoa. Message retracted. Okay. I thought someone was deleting things. I saw message retracted. So are you... No. It's just when we're on public streams, Miguel. Like it's just public streams just in case, because we've had trolls come into the channel, we've had bots come, we've had bad bots who are not MuBot come into the channel. Oh, Isabella, don't worry. No. If you ask Isabella, the number one way, I'm gonna throw Isabella. Isabella, this is 20 points out to Isabella right here. I want you to tag me and say, Brian, I have a question, like Olivia's doing right there. We have unlimited time. You will have unlimited time on my Pearson. There are due dates on assignments, but when you open up a homework or quiz, you will have due dates. Keep asking those questions. You're talking about Stat 201? Yes. And what was your question again? You got a question, Isabella? Go ahead and ask it. I'm going to take Tiffany's question right here. Can you explain what will be covered each day for class? Sorry if I missed it. So I think that might be 201. 201 does have like a calendar of events. Let me go pull up the syllabus for 201 right here. So let me go into 201. Please tell me if you want to switch classes right here. And then I see, Lurka, we got awesome stuff right there. So here is the syllabus for 201. I'm going to zoom in on it. It might disappear off the screen for a second. You can kind of tell the class schedule going down here further. When you get to the following, we'll be going in this order right here. Just depends on how fast we go, but we're going to start with stats start here. We're also going to do some randomness, and this is the order which we'll cover. So kind of expect us to just continue through this day by day. You can also see a list of the upcoming assignments. So with the upcoming assignments, you can kind of get an idea of the pace we'll be going at. We've got the success in class assignment, the randomness assignment, homework 1. So we will complete these things by these checkpoints. I do like to be done with them a few days before so you can work on the assignments. The exams are online. Great question right there, Aubrey. The exams are 100% online through Proctorio. And I see Cooper has a question right here. Will you stream at given class times for all classes together for 201? So it's for your specific class, and you should have a button over here that says Watch Class Live. So when you click this Watch Class Live button, you'll go over here to open in a new tab, which will open the playlist. So make sure to open up your playlist and go in here and watch Class Live. And this is for 201. If you are looking for the other playlist, just let me know. If you can't find anything, please email me. I will respond back quickly. And I am still in College Station, Texas with my fiance. Good stuff right there. And let me see right here. Did I miss anything? How do we know we got points? Check your points at any time. Everyone's about to check their points because people probably got new levels now. 474, same format as 320. You bet. If you understood it in 320 or took 201, then you're on the same path. I've been coding in C++. Would it still be worthwhile learning R with DataCamp before tomorrow's? Yeah, I would. A little bit of help never hurts. And see right here, is the homework 0 as simple as it seems? Can we submit homeworks early? Olivia, yes and yes. Let's throw out some 20 points to Olivia and Lurka right there. Great questions, great stuff right there. Keep asking, and if I miss it, please re-ask it. Everyone's checking their points right now. I started an avalanche of points checking. And do you know what this means? Right now, Tiffany, Demetrius, Demetrius is still working on it, but you have, Demetrius has 0.05 on their total grade. You have already earned some of your grade this semester while being here. Does that make sense to everybody? Like, you've earned points. Right now, Joshua has a 1/10 of a point added to their grade at the end of the semester. Where are these points found? They're found in MuBot's memory. He's over here. MuBot tracks all the points. You can still get points by doing the Discord. Will all the assignments on the other websites be added to Canvas? Because Yep. If you're talking about 201, those will be added into Canvas. My Pearson and Canvas link together. Homework for 474, the same as 320. Very similar format for 474, 320. Awesome job. We check points during the live stream, correct? Yep. Check points during the live stream. When there's like a lull, you'd be like, oh, just see how my points are doing. Let me look at my points. When you have 52 hours and only 205 MuBucks. I know, right? It just depends. You never know how many points you're going to get and how quick you're going to get. So this is the extra credit for 320. You're totally right, Nathan, right there. Keep asking questions. And if you could, when you ask a question, just throw a little like 201 before it so I know which class you're talking about. Nice job right there, Mackenzie. Mackenzie earning everyone another. Let's go 10 points on that. Mackenzie, thank you so much. Are all of our assignments that are due on the course calendar on Canvas 99% certain? We're trying to make it that way. Great question, Mackenzie. If you have any questions like, hey, Brian, when is the project due? I think we have a project placeholder right now, but pretty much everything is there. I believe so. I'm just a little afraid to say yes, 100%, but pretty much right there. What do I do if my Pearson says your content has been opened in a new browser window? Caroline, email me. We'll take a look at that. And we do have a My Pearson contact. So please email me, Caroline. We'll take a look at that. My email is bstevens@utk.edu. And I'm going to mention something real quickly right here. The number one thing you can do to help me respond to emails is use STAT201, your initials, my initials are Brian Stevens, and then title here. If you're in BAS 320, just do the same thing and use your initials. So put your initials right there. Mine are Brian Stevens. And so use your initials with whatever class you're in. This just helps me because as with the questions, it really just depends. Like, I have to know what class you're in. So I'm teaching 4 different types of classes this semester. Technically, I'm teaching 5 different classes.
I am
Oh, that's the wrong
Mubot.
button. Yeah, so let's see. Are we allowed to work at? Yes, Gina, great question right there. Gianna right there. Great question. Definitely work ahead. Definitely work ahead. Let me know which class you're in when you email me with this format right here. Makes it super quick and easy so you don't have to say like, hey, Brian, I'm in this and this class. I'll know instantaneously. Olivia asks, will the exam dates be released at all once? I think we have placeholders in there right now. Terry's been looking to do that. I don't have the errors on right now. Sorry, Lucy. I could turn on the errors. Oh, check this out. We got a new screen. 2 hours later. Let me turn on Mubot's errors. Where's Mubot's errors? Okay, wait. It's error. It's singular. There we go. So just a singular error, Lucy, right there. That is the graduate level of 474. Let me see, make sure I'm getting all the questions right here. Marjorie asks, please tell me if I mispronounced anyone's name. Are there any problems with using Safari with any of the programs? Yes, Safari does have issues. No, because we're not using Respondus anymore. I think you're all right. Marjorie, please tell me if I'm mispronouncing it. I think you're okay. I think you're okay right there to use it. I use Google Chrome. I've had the most success with Google Chrome, so I would suggest Google Chrome. I'm only at 23 hours since being born, so I'm doing okay on all that. Your video was already so helpful for the random assignment. Do you make videos like that? Yep. Andrea, great. Thank you so much. Right, I'm throwing 20 points. All this positivity right there. I try not to make errors. I try not to make them. But I do make helpful videos. I hope they're helpful for the assignments. One of them has like half dislikes. I think it's because it's like an old video I made. Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you. You got lucky because I'm really bad at it. I'm shocked that wow. So,
Wow.
new sound effects. So, let's ask The Rock what he thinks about using different browsers. Rock, what do you think about using Safari versus Chrome versus...
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Chill out, man. Chill out. That's what he says. I don't know if he's right about that. You're welcome, Miguel. Is the class summary in Canvas the best place to stay at? Yeah, I'd say so. Oh, Noel intensifies. How much coding do you do in later classes? A good bit. We can talk about coding here in a second. Oh, we got a lot. I just got to get used to what I've created. I've changed a lot. And when all your videos in this live, so, oh, Kylie, thank you so much. Just keep asking those questions. That's what it is. And I think people understand at this point. I read the chat at all times. If I miss your question, please tag me. And especially if you see I missed someone's question, we've had people, I think Lucy, you did this one time. You're like, so-and-so asked a question, you missed it, Brian. Like, that's a good thing. That's helping out. Don't worry. I don't take any offense to someone being like, hey, Brian, you missed a question. So-and-so was wondering about this. That helps. This is just, a pretty interactive environment. So sometimes it can be a little chaotic, especially with 201. Woo! Haha! Got a lot of students. Let's see right here. No Respondus. Do we need to download? It'll be Proctorio. So make sure to have Proctorio installed. It has a browser add-in for Chrome, I believe. So you might have to use Chrome. So I think Proctorio requires Chrome. If you want to use Safari for everything else, you should be good. Do we need to download the software? Proctorio, UT's license for Respondus is gone. No more Respondus. Do you care about us making a 201 GroupMe? You can make that if you want. You can totally make that. I'm all for students interacting any way they choose, like in positive ways. Like that's what I mean by that. Thank you, Casey, right there. We have the Discord. So if you want to join the Discord, you do get up to let me write this here. Discord bonus. You can earn up to 0.05 bonus on your final grade using the Discord. So if you are using the Discord, you can get up to 0.5 bonus on your grade. You just talk in the Discord. We have a bot there called Me6. Me6 is like Meeseeks on, that Rick and Morty show. I've heard of it. And he tracks your points there. I don't know. So what is Discord again? We have instructions for the Discord. Let me go show that. I think I posted Discord instructions. So go check out the Discord instructions right here. Only 140 Mew-Bucks. There'll be more Mew-Bucks, way more Mew-Bucks to come as time goes on. Let's throw 5 more Mew-Bucks. Like, that's not a lot. So with this right here, follow these instructions with the Discord instructions to join in and validate your email address. If you have problems, please let me know. Interact on here. Someone said it earlier, I think Jacob said it earlier, the Discord is what you make of it. I think it was Jake, right? Did you say the Discord's what you make of it? That's the way, if you've ever been in a Discord, if everyone's not talking, if no one's interacting, if no one's helping anybody, which is all right, no one's required to do this. To earn points on Discord, Nathan, you just talk. You could even talk in the gaming channel. I made a gaming and a sports channel. If you're like, hey Brian, we'd really love a Tennessee Volunteers football channel, I'll go ahead and make that. If you just having people on the Discord interacting, that if people have 201 questions, you might be on there and be like, oh, hey, let me go answer this 201 question and let me talk about these things. So it can really help out. Do you recommend printing off the PowerPoint slides for class for 201? I think it's a great answer. I think it's a great thing to do, Aiden. The number one thing I would suggest doing is attempting the homework. Let me put this right here. Best advice for 201. Best advice. Start homework and quizzes early and ask questions. If it is the night an assignment is due and you're just starting it, you might be like, I have no idea where to even start on this. If you start it even before the lecture, you'll understand the lecture better. Has anyone experienced this where you start an assignment before you even get a lecture on it, and then when you're getting the lecture, you're like, oh, that's the thing in the assignment I couldn't do. I've done this. It often happens with math concepts where you're like, I don't know how to solve this. And they're like, that's it. So please do this. Printing off the notes is a great way to follow along. Keep asking those questions. Keep asking me for examples. You control the class. Made all the assignment cake right there. Man, I like some cake. That's good stuff right there. So please start early. I can't state this enough. And please watch live and interact if you can. Some people might not be due to different ways. How will exam be handled since we do not have respondents anymore? Proctorio. Alyssa, great question right there. Alyssa, 10 points. Proctorio. We're doing just tons of points tonight. So Discord is a great tool. Would you mind, wait, that's a missed question right here. Would you mind reiterating the information about the points, how we receive them? Sure. So let's talk about points again. Caroline, keep asking these questions. I'm going to keep handling as many as I can, as quick as I can. So Discord points. Join Discord. And talk to get points. Up to why is that spacing so weird? Up to 0.5 points can be added to your final grade. And then YouTube points. So when it comes to YouTube points, interact in chat and be live to earn points. Up to 1.2 points can be earned on your final grade. It gets harder to get the high point levels. So the higher and higher the points get, the harder it gets. So the 1.2 is there's jumps. It's like Pokemon Go. I styled it on that. Whatever that game is, I don't know. I heard about it. So check this out right here. These are the points. What is the total amount of points? I'm going to ask this in chat. Chat, just go crazy for some 20 points. If you know the total amount of points you can get added to your final grade at the end of the semester by doing all the bonus opportunities, what is the total maximum bonus you can get on your grade? I'm going to answer more questions as we do this. So chat, just go crazy for some 20 points. If chat goes crazy, you get 20 points. What is the total maximum addition? Careful. Double check. Maybe Brian revise. And Lucy, I keep revising things. It's new semester, new rules. Because I had to work with like multiple people on this to make sure. He keeps it. I reset it between semesters. 20 points. That'd be awesome, right? Good to see your Sheets. Sheets has an amazing piano channel. Sheets, if you want to drop that in the chat for people to check out, especially your Titanic piano thing. We've got a bunch of people watching. If you want to see some great piano skills, some great piano music, if you want to drop that Market Square piano music video, that was awesome, right? Or not music video, but Market Square piano adventure. Feel free to drop a video and people can open that in the side browser if they want. Is there a highest person with getting... Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I do that for the person who has the most points. Well, maybe try to do that again. I usually do those things at the end of the semester as like random things. I'm pretty Pretty random. When we submit our file for homework 0, do we need to put our name on the file? Nope, Olivia, I think that's for 201 right there. So you don't need to put your name on it. We just shot a music video. Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah. Feel free to, thank you so much, Sheets right there. They're posting their channel, so check it out if you want to see some great piano music. Great stuff right there. Thank you for everyone. You're always allowed to, as long as you're doing something positive, you're doing something. I'm all for people showing off what they're doing and promoting things here. Does it matter when we talk during the Discord chat? Nope. Doesn't matter when you talk. So would you recommend starting chapter 1? I would definitely, you can take a look. It's pretty easy. I would take a look at that. We are using Pearson. Good question right there. We get multiple tries for homeworks and quizzes. Yes. Please tell me if I missed anyone's questions. Are there Canvas instructions for getting Proctorial? I'll post some. I should post some. We should have some posted. Let me see. Will we get multiple tries for the homework and quizzes in Stats 1? Yep. So the Stats 1 homework and quizzes. Homework and quizzes. Okay, let's put this down here. Homework. Unlimited tries. Stays open until test night. Quizzes. 5 tries? I think. I got a bunch of things I have to remember. 5 tries, highest attempt, closes the night it's due. Never reopens. Okay, wait. Who here's taken 201 before? Did we use the Jack? We use the Proctorio now, so it's no longer lockdown. It's Proctorio, so it's a little bit different of a system. And Kayla, make sure if you can tell me which class you're in. Oh, thank you so much. Right there, Sheets. So with Megan, Nathaniel, and everyone else who's taken 201, what is the lowest score you could probably get on a quiz if you just attempt it? I'm probably helping out people who are going to be doing it anyways, but I wish I could just tell people, please just attempt the quiz. Please just attempt the quiz. What do you think's like the lowest score if you just attempted it? I wish people just attempted it. A 60. Yeah, maybe a 60, a 40, 80, probably like a 50. This is just taking an attempt at it. Just like, I'm just going to give it a try and maybe you understand it. Now, they do get harder. The level of difficulty in the course probably goes like this. 201 has a level of difficulty, I'd say, from 0 to 10 that goes like... It's going to get more difficult by the end of 201. But especially at the start, has anyone done homework 1 and gotten 100 on it, or the randomness homework? Who's done homework 1 right now for Stat 201? Who's already done a homework and got 100 on it? Because I bet you someone in chat's done it. Let's throw out some 20. I said 20. What am I doing? I got to give out more points. Gianna right there. How long did it take you? How long did it take you to do it? Kayla, how long did it take you? Tell everyone in the chat. I did. That's right, Marjorie. I owe people some more points from this. What about assignment 0320? Yeah. We can talk about that here in a second. Yeah, and we can go into that. Keep asking these questions. This is the general night for everybody. Keep asking these questions. And Jack, if you want, we can go into that next. Assignment 0 for 320. But how long did it take people? Oh, that's all right, Kayla. And don't worry, if I know one other student at least in here might have kids also. And so, and great job right there. That's a lot, I'm sure, to juggle. I don't have any kids. We just have bunnies. We have Morty and Jan Michael Vincent. Jolly Jan Michael Vincent. He just kind of got all the names because, when you have your child that you're like, I want to make sure it has all the names. I was waiting it took me 23 minutes. That's not bad. And you got 100? That's awesome. I hope to be on campus. It's good to see you, Aaron. Hope to be on campus in September. If the world gets back to normal. I was supposed to fly in this week. Play our happy sad music by one of my favorite pianists. So this is Josiah Wilkinson, great pianist. Do we need to know how to do activity 0 for 320? We'll be doing that very soon. Might do that next. Please post a picture of the bunny. I tell you what, let's take a vote. Mubot, let's take a vote right here. So 201, I want you to tell me what to do. 320, I want you to tell me what to do. 474, I want you to tell me what to do. I'm going to take a 320, 201, 474. Tell me what to do. And we're going to show some bunnies here in a second. So we're going to put a vote in. Voting on what to do next. So what are we going to do next? Is there anything due before class tomorrow? Nothing's due before class. Great question right there, Brendan. Nothing's due before class. Just go through the announcement, prepare, ask questions. Oh, 475. So sorry. Oh my gosh. We can talk a little bit about R next. I'm so sorry. I forgot 475. That's worth some 20 points right there. So sorry, 475. Still appears right there. Let's see right here. Hey, wait, you watch this. Let's have a vote. Should we do 201, 320, 474, or 475? Okay, so here's what you need to do. People are going to be showing you how to do this right here in the chat. Will the correct answers show up on the quiz after the attempt? I believe it does show you the correct answers, but it does change what the questions are. So the questions do change. I'm seeing if I missed anything about this, if I missed anyone's questions. So vote on what if we are in more than one class? Well, you can vote vote on one of the classes. Take your pick. I'm gonna show some Morty right here. So while you vote, let's go say hey to Morty and be right back here after these messages. Here we go. We're back. Oh, so got the 2 hours later up. So I think 201 is winning. 201 is just massively because we keep putting those questions in the chat, just kind of experiencing how everything goes in here, that we can vote on things, we can bet on things. So if you're here right now, you're voting, you're betting, we can bet on things. But what questions are there? I hope I've been answering everyone's questions so far. So many different classes. Wow, that's so cool. We have 2201 people interacting right now, 6 320s, 6 474s, and 2 475. Sportsbook for class? Sportsbook. What's sportsbook? Jack, explain in further detail what sportsbook is. Can we gamble? Yeah, we can do betting. So, well, it's not like real gambling. It's betting your points. Gambling, betting on sports. Oh, so that's what sportsbook is? I don't know about that. We get to vote and don't have to pay taxes. There you go. You get to vote all you want in the class. That's exactly it. We'll go for another 15 minutes or so. Keep asking those questions. Basically, tonight is just your chance to ask questions. We'll be able to rewatch the class. You know what's even cool? Miriam, I want you to check this out right here. You can rewind this lecture live. Not only can you watch a lecture that I do. So any lecture I do is instantaneously uploaded to YouTube. And you can rewind live. So be very careful when you do this. I mean, it's not like you're going to break anything. But notice down here where you've got your scroll bar and there's a live button. Try rewinding and you can go back in this live stream and you can pause it and then hit the live button. So hopefully speed back up into time right now. But who's tried that right now, that you can rewind what's been happening in this live stream? So you can just be like, oh, I missed this, and just rewind the live stream while it's happening. So you can be like, wait, what did Brian say? And you can just back up. You can pause the live stream. So, will this happen ever again? Well, what would happen ever again? Crypto point. It's not real gambling. It's class points, and it's games with class points, not real anything. But just got to hit 88 miles per hour to do the time travel. So, I cannot join the Discord. It won't let me accept the class invite. Michael, email me. Yep, just rewound what I said. Yep, awesome job. Can we use scrap paper on the exams, the produced ones? Also, we do need a calculator. So if this is for 201, 201 does not have any scratch paper. No, 201, excuse me. 201 does have scratch paper. It doesn't have a cheat sheet. 320, 474, 475, because they're a little more information dense. We allow people to use cheat sheets, like a one-page front-back cheat sheet for the class when it comes to exams. 201 does not do that. 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 Someone's going to be like, here's my cheat sheet. Be like, no, you're 201. Don't do that. So for 201, you can use scratch paper. Any calculator works. So does that make sense? Kayla, great question right there. Kayla, does that fully answer your question? 201 can use scratch paper. And the exam allows you to use any calculator as long as you're not using a phone. You got to have a nice purple case on your phone. So does that make sense, Kayla? Does that answer it? And the exams have instructions like a walkthrough of make sure to do this. Then I got lost when I returned the last lecture. Hopefully I'll be coming TI-74. Great stuff right there, Miguel. Awesome work. Yep, TI-74 all the way. You're welcome, Kayla. Keep asking those questions. Great question, Kayla. That's worth another 20 points right there. Can it appear on the screen? Computer, are you okay? Don't take off, computer. Don't do that. I think the fan's on the computer. It's hot Texas weather. Next thing you know, you're taking the exam with an RGB calculator, red, green, blue calculator. Awesome stuff. Keep asking those questions. People are already at 0.2 of a point. People have already earned 0.2 of a point on their grade by watching live. Brendan and Kelsey and Charmy right there. Great job, Olivia, earning those points just by getting here, just relaxing, asking those questions. Booyah. Sounds like some Kim Possible right there. Is that Kim Possible? I think so. I'm a cartoon anime nerd. What questions are there? Your turn, time to ask questions. Let's go over to, I'm kind of like half seeing if everything works here. Do hours transfers over from last year? The hours transfer, but I'm just testing all my screens. The hours transfer, but your points do not. The hours transfer, but your points do not. Ron Stoppable, yeah. That's Will Friedle from Boy Meets World, who does the voice of Ron Stoppable. So Will Friedle from Boy Meets World, great voice actor, great actor. I mean, like, I don't know, liked him in Boy Meets World. Is he in Girl Meets World? I haven't seen that show. So your time transfers over. So you might see people here with a lot of hours. I like Mubot. He's chill. He's good. Thank you so much, Mubot.
I am Mubot.
He's very happy with that. Also, Batman Beyond. Yes, he plays Terry McGinnis in Batman Beyond. We've been watching Invincible lately, and the voice of Invincible reminds me of Terry McGinnis' voice in Batman Beyond. When are you typically available for reading emails? I read emails all day long. If someone could animate Mubot to make him blink, he could eventually blink. Mubot is like Groot, pretty much. He can talk otherwise.
I can talk. Wait. There we go. I don't know what happened with my voice there. Sorry. I usually just say I am Mubot, but now I can talk.
Awesome. There we go. Mubot's able to talk now. That was the wrong voice right there. Gotta watch The Expanse. Good stuff right there. Voice crack.
It's Tiny Brian's voice.
Tiny Brian will come back. I don't know if anyone's made a group me. Feel free to join group me's. But if you want to join the Discord and ask questions, hopefully we get a big amount of people on the Discord asking questions. Feel free. I see I've got 4 questions on the Discord right now, or 4 just blanks, maybe from who knows what. But do you have your piano near? I do. Piano's over there. It's off screen though. Tiny Brian. Puberty from Mubot. Keep asking those questions. We're cracking Vanessa up right here. We got so many different things. I've added in a bunch of things. I've got to fix a bunch of buttons still. I'm starting to figure out how to log into MyLab and Mastering. Do I need a class code? My email last year would have automatically junked the emails with oh no. Let's talk about that real briefly. Thank you, Tara. 20 points, Tara. Great question. Let's hop over here to the main screen and take Tara's question right here. Okay, so Tara's wondering about how to Mubot. Go away. He's doing his thing. So what you should be able to do is you should be able to go to Vital Source and Vital Source Bookshelf right here. Tara, thank you so much, Tara, for asking. Go to Vital Source Bookshelf and just click it, and it should work. If it's not working, let me know. I also sent out the announcement with the video link for how to kind of do it. But so if you go to the preparing for class, here's the connect to Canvas video right here. So it walks you through how to connect everything to Canvas right here. Let me drop this in the playlist or in the chat. It's also in the playlist. But Tara right there, if you click on this video link, this right here, so many random things. It walks you through the different steps on going into your course. So we'll just watch for a half second here. So go to your course in Canvas. Go to the Vital Source Bookshelf right here. And then your course is automatically linked. Please tell me if you have any issues. Go to Launch Courseware. When you go to Launch Courseware right here, it's going to have you open in MyLab and Mastering. And thank you so much. It was a student who actually recorded this process for me. I was like, I don't have it because I can't do it because I'm not doing it. And they recorded it for me. So now you'll need to log in right here. Sign in with your account or create a new account. And then it'll bring you through you got to make the account. And then if you create an account, sign in, And then you see that's the semester the student made it. And there you go. Now you're logged in. And does that make sense, Tara? Keep asking those questions if you have them. But does that make sense right there, Tara, on how to do it? You're mainly just going through the Vital Source bookshelf right there. For 320, what's the difference between take home and the Proctorios? Is Proctorio multiple choice? So the Proctorio is like a Respondus. So it's basically meant to emulate it automatically. Awesome job, Miguel, right there. So to Jack's question, Proctorio is basically like Respondus. It's going to just be like any sort of normal test. You're welcome, Tara. Does that make sense, Jack? It's just like a usual test, but an online test. The take-homes are going to be actual coding. So more focused on coding on the take-home. We might add a little bit of take-home into the Proctorio. But Proctorio is basically like taking multiple choice. I think you got to correct Jack right there. We also have for 320, we have practice midterms and practice finals to help you understand. And Lucy, great job right there. Lucy earning everybody another 20 points. We're just going crazy on these points. If you're just hanging out and earning all these points. Yep. So the take-home is coding and answering questions. Proctorial's general. Jack, great job right there. Another 10 points, Jack. Yep. And keep asking these questions, keep answering them. It's all a conversation right here. And we're just racking up some crazy points today. Crazy points. What other questions do we have? Let me hop over here, see if this scene works. There we go. There we go. I got my base right here. What other questions are there right now? Just chilling out. I went through and like fixed everything. This is what happens when Brian gets 2 weeks. He starts making videos and stuff. There's not another chair behind me. Just ignore that other chair. What other questions are there right now? Don't tell my friend Davey that I'm in his apartment. See if there's any other questions. Do we need to join the Discord for extra points? You can for extra points. Yep. Can we work in groups on take-home exams? Nope. Nathan, great question right there. And the answer is no. The answer is no. No take-homes for 320 for places on my guitars. I've got a lot of guitars back here. They're really good guitars. So I came in a little late, and you may have already answered this. What is Mubucks? Mubucks are the points you get as people are checking out right there. Yash just checked out that they have 0.2 of a point on their final grade. Awesome job, Yash. I was nervous about this class being online, but after that, I'm not nervous. Thank Sarah. That makes my night. Sarah, 10 points right there. Is it going to appear in front of me? It didn't. It's a lot of fun. We just have fun here and we interact. This is not. I hope my video kind of made sense. I'm not trying to be mean on Zoom. I've been teaching online since 2015, so my class is not like a Zoom class. Nothing wrong with Zoom. I have some fellow educators who do amazing things on Zoom. But I'm always trying to push us forward in what we can do with education. I want it to be fun. I want it to be interactive. How do you check the Mubucks? Everyone show Caroline right here how to check the Mubucks. Another 10 points right there. Thank you, Caroline. Great question. So thank you so much, Hannah. So everyone show Caroline how to check those Mubucks right there and check your Mubucks. So to check your Mubucks, you do ! points. So everyone, thank you so much, Roderick, right there. And you see, Roderick just tagged you right there, Caroline. So your name will appear in orange. So if you want someone to see a message, especially me, everyone's checking their box right now. So Caroline's checking right there. And the more you watch, the more you interact, the more points you get. That's just how it works. Watch, interact, be here when I give out points. Just keep earning those points and just be one of the top point getters. So people are already getting like 500 points tonight. What have we done? Data camp is optional, but any advice on timeline to do assignments? Yes. I think are people adding... I'm hoping the classes got added. Let's go back to the main screen here. I'm hoping people got added into the right classes because I made different sections. It showed like everyone's in 320, which I was like, what? Oh God, I'm zoomed out really far. Okay, let me go take a look at this. Okay, my organizations. Here we go. I think does this have anything? Okay. So data camp is 100%. You're welcome, Caroline. Thank you so much. Data camp is 100% optional. Teams. It says no one's added in 474 and 475 yet. I can show this. So no one's added in those classes yet. So I don't know. Go ahead and start adding in these classes. Click the data camp link. Maybe 474, 475 hasn't clicked on them, or maybe I didn't. Maybe I made some errors. I might have to reorganize this. Big NFL team. What team is Brady on these days? He's on what, the Patriots? He's not on the Patriots. This is a Vol for Life shirt. VFL Vol for Life. You added 474 today. And I wonder why it's showing 0 members. I'll work on this. I'll make sure it's working. It's my first time using Teams. Who's for the Buccaneers today? I gotta go. You're welcome so much, DK. You're welcome. Yeah. Hopefully it's fun, interactive class. Will there be any interactive questions in class or clicker? I'll do things like betting. You know what? Let's do a bet right here. What should we bet on? Is data camp mandatory? Not mandatory. You are in the 475 one. Maybe it's just not showing up for me. Let me click on it. It says no one's in it right now. Oh, I'll figure it out. As long as you're in it, you're in it. Tom Brady's on the Bucks. Oh, there we go. Oh, people are saying, so is that your favorite team, everyone? Let's do some betting on points. We do some interactive stuff during class. All right, let's ask a good question right here. All right, here's our first question. You ready? True or false? So false is 0. True or false? Well, false is going to be 0 because that's the way it works inside of R. So option 0 is going to be false. And option 1 is going to be true. Now, we're going to need some help from our fellow 320s. Data camp's not for 201. Great question right there, Sarah. Data camp's not for 201. It's optional to help out. It's for 320, the business analytics courses. So when you join those classes, let us know. So don't worry if you don't know what data camp is. If you didn't get the announcement, it's for 320, 474, 475. Thank you, Kayla and Sarah asking those questions right there. Yeah, sorry, since people are like, wait a minute, what's this data camp thing? So let's ask this question. We automatically have a false in the chat. Okay, here we go. Let's go to the main screen. You ready? A p-value above 0.05 is statistically significant. So now I asked this to wait a moment before betting. Remember, true or false is on here on the screen. Can I zoom on this? So wait a moment and let people help you out with this. A p-value above 0.05 is statistically significant. True or false? Oh, did I bet? Oh, I need to make sure that you're not going to get that many points. Well, you can bet up to 100 points. Oh, that's not bad. So don't worry. Let someone explain this. Someone's going to explain in the chat. Someone's going to explain this. I know people understand this. Aaron's already betting all of his Mew bucks. Aaron's like, I'm going. So does anyone want to explain? Let people explain it. I like for the chat to interact on this. I like for the chat to think about it and explain. You get to win points right here. So remember, this is bet. This is bet now. So Aaron's done it correctly. So, but who wants to explain this in the chat? We'll just go for a tiny bit longer. Someone say tiny.
Tiny Brand. Who wants to explain this? What's a p-value? People are betting. I don't know what's going on.
So p-value is the probability of our results or results from our stream happening by random chance variation given that the null is true. That didn't really tell you anything. It basically tells you whether something you observed was unlikely or not likely given you the result you observed. So let's break down the statistical concepts. So this is kind of a good, maybe a little bit last example right here to end on. And I love it when people explain. I'll throw some bonus points if someone starts explaining this. I want you to think about this example. Brian tells you, this Brian, not Tiny Brian. I tell you I can run a mile in 6 minutes. Been training. Wish I could play some Rocky music right here. So I tell you I can run. Great job, Megan, right there. 20 points. I tell you I can run a mile in 6 minutes. If I tell you I can run a mile in 6 minutes, what would you expect to see if that was true? What would you expect to see if I tell you I can run a mile in 6 minutes? It's a little intro to statistics. This is midway through the semester question, but oh, great job, Sarah, right there. I think Sarah is. Reverse it, Sarah. Reverse it. Sarah, you're on the right track. Reverse it, though. What would you expect to see if Brian says he can run a mile in 6 minutes? If Brian says he can run a mile in 6 minutes, what would you expect to see? You would expect on average for Brian to run his mile in 6 minutes. Like if I tell you I can run my mile in 6 minutes, you'd expect that. So think if you say you expect that, you're telling me that it's probable, it's likely. So does that make sense right here? That if I tell you I can run a mile in 6 minutes, the most likely result to see over repeated trials would be 6 minutes. And if you landed right here at 6 minutes, on the two-tailed test, what percent of the curve are we shading? We're going a little bit in depth right here, a little bit in depth. But what percent of that curve did I shade right here? And then let's talk about what this p-value is right here. What percent of that curve did I shade right there? Just, I promise you, I'm not trying to trick you. I'm just pretty bad at shading these things. Not trying to trick you. What percent of this curve am I shading right here? What percent of this curve am I shading? So if you see me go a little bit higher than that, 100%. Does that make sense? 100% of the curve. Because if I tell you I can run a mile in 6 minutes, and then you see me run my miles in 6 minutes, that was the what thing to occur. If I tell you I can run my mile in 6 minutes, and then you see me run my mile in 6 minutes, that was the what likely thing to occur. I say I can run my miles in 6 minutes, and then I go run a mile in 6 minutes, and you're like, well, that was exactly what he said would happen. So tell me, is that shocking or not shocking? Andrew says the most likely thing, you said you could run in 6 minutes, and you did. Well, that's exactly what I expected you to do. But I want you to think about this. What would happen if Brian ran his mile in 8 minutes? And now this is the observed right here. I run my miles in 8 minutes. And I say to you, well, it was a bad day. And the p-value for this, which is the probability of observing this, given I am a 6-minute mile runner, the p-value is that this would only occur 1 in 1,000 times, given Brian's a 6-minute mile runner. Me running my miles in 8 minutes sounds very what, given I'm a 6-minute mile runner. Don't worry, the Brian still has long. Me running my miles in 8 minutes sounds very what, given I'm a 6-minute mile runner, because this is what we assume is true. Brian said he's a 6-minute mile runner. Well, we expect that. So this sounds very unlikely, very rare. Great job, Alyssa, right there, and Megan. This sounds very unlikely to occur by random chance. So maybe this will sound more like making sense now when you hear it. The probability of this result, the 8-minute mile that I ran, or a result more extreme, like more extreme and farther away from that, like 802, 803, or on the other side, occurring by random chance, like given that I'm just running my miles that I normally do, given that I'm a 6-minute mile runner, is the p-value right here. And we're basically saying that this is super unlikely that it is true that Brian is a 6-minute mile runner, given he's running his miles in 8 minutes. Is that making some sense right here? It's super unlikely that Brian is a 6-minute mile runner, given our observed result of Brian running his miles in 8 minutes. So what do you think you would do to Brian's claim of him being a 6-minute mile runner? What are you going to do to Brian's claim that he can run his miles in 6 minutes? What are you going to do to Brian's claim? Oh, great question, Jonathan, right there. What are you going to do to Brian's claim that he can run it in 6 minutes? He's running his miles in 8 minutes. You're like, Brian, you're running your miles in 8 minutes. You think Brian's lying? I think there's good evidence of that, Kelsey, right there. Great job. Kelsey, I think there's good evidence. I think we can refute it. I think we can reject. Lucy's going to laugh at me. Lucy! We're going to reject Brian's claim that he's a 6-minute mile runner. We're going to reject it. Let's throw out those points right here. Mubot, we got some points to give out. We'll stop the betting and let's go ahead and throw out those points. The textbooks for the class. Let's talk about textbooks to end right here. You're going to reject it. Aubrey, great answer right there with the actual statistical lingo. We reject the null hypothesis because we have evidence for the alternative. Boom! Right there. That was a high five across the internet to you right there. Yes, I reject the null hypothesis that Brian is a 6-minute mile runner. We have evidence to suggest he's not a 6-minute mile runner. If you understood this example right here, this is probably about 60-70% the way through the course. If you're like, oh, I understood it, you understood some of the more difficult material. If you don't understand it, don't worry. We have a lot of time to cover this, and we're going to go step by step. This was just one segment, kind of experiencing what a lecture would be like. So for textbooks, we'll end with this question right here, unless there's some other ones. Textbooks. Stat 201. My Pearson is included with inclusive access. So it's pretty much required. My Pearson is required. You get it with inclusive access. So check that out. BAS 320. Regression in R. It's in the syllabus. So check out the regression in R textbook. We do have the homework packet online. Homework packet is free online. Homework packet is free online. And so we have that right there. Mubot knows all about. Don't cheat. Don't cheat whatever you do. Please don't cheat. It makes my life a lot of fun. And so we have the textbook in the syllabus. And then so you can go out and get it. It's optional. We do have the homework packet free online. I do love it when textbooks are optional. If you can see, that's going to be the theme. Sorry, 201. Sorry, 201. BAS 474, no textbook. Amazing Dr. Petrie slides. And BAS 475, oh, such a great place to end right here. But with BAS 475, we do have a textbook, and the textbook is Forecasting Principles and Practices, and it is also 100% free. So this O-Text, I guess it's like a place where they post texts or whatever, but this textbook is 100% free. This guy right here is an Australian data scientist, but he's like the chair of the department and everything, head of, very be careful, he's gonna like copyright claim my video. But that's the question. Oh, wait, what was the question? Okay, here a second. Where's the so right here, yep, we added a Mark Moon quote because people were like, put that Mark Moon quote in there. I was like, oh, you got it. So are you doing 475 in the spring? Probably so. It looks going pretty well. Adding some new assignments, working through some new stuff. But this book is completely free right here. You can buy a print version if you want, but you don't have to. And the book is really great. Goes through everything, shows examples, shows the code. So you get all the code. It's a lot like the 320 textbook. So this is 100% free. And you can just go here to the textbook and check it out. If you're going to be taking 475 in the spring, great textbook to just start looking through. You guys know I love free. A list of all the quotes. I think it might be an autocorrect right there. But I think that's got it. So that's what's going on with the textbooks for classes. And I hope people had fun. So free textbook found online. I think that's got it. What additional questions are there? I really appreciate having 50 people on their night before class just chilling out, earning some points. You know what? Let's press the button we shouldn't press, the 100-point button. I need a better sound effect for that one. It happened. 100 points given out to end the stream. But what are the last questions people have right here? If you stayed to the end, got that 100 points, what other questions do you have? I know what we're going to end with. Oh, did I not? Oh, I got to change that. One with that right there. Did you ever? Oh, I did. I closed the betting and I gave out the points, Aaron. Yep. I gave out the points a little while ago. I closed the bet and gave out the points. Everyone's checking their points. We love some points. Exactly. Points are awesome. I'm graduating this spring. Oh, great job, Lucy. Yeah, and great job on the internship. I saw like on LinkedIn. Sometimes I join I go back to LinkedIn sometimes. I've got like 20 posts, and so I try to comment, and then I try to add people, especially. So feel free to add me on LinkedIn if you want. Let me throw that. And one thing I want to point out, and Lucy, thank you so much to everybody who does these things. But when you graduate, if you want to help out and come back and talk to students, if you want to help out with anything with advertising your company, like let's say you go work for Eastman or go work for Pepsi. We have Pepsi people coming in. So big thing for 32474 and 201. You're welcome to do this too. I think it's September 7th. Pepsi looks to be coming to our class to advertise their event. And let me just tell you one bit of advice right here, and there might be some more questions. My biggest bit of advice is these companies want to meet you. When has anyone here gone out and left college or not been in college in their 20s and 30s? I don't know if anyone's here a little bit older, but getting to talk to companies is a lot harder when you don't have them literally showing up and saying, we want to talk to students. There you go. I got help from a store soon because of Discord and LinkedIn. Exactly. There's a lot of opportunities right here. Just feel free to make use of them. I know a lot's going on with the world, and I know lots probably going on in your life, but if you have time to swing by the Pepsi event and just ask questions, to reach out to them and say, hey, I saw with the internship and I'm doing this class. I might only be in 201, but I'd love to check out the internships at Pepsi, especially if you apply to things twice. I'm older, and talk to someone is the best way to get an opportunity. Exactly. And so especially Roderick right here, especially with Haslam and stuff. So if you're in person, you get to go to Haslam and they're still having the events like they are, where the companies are down there talking to people. Just talk to a company, tell them who you are, tell them what you're doing, ask them about their opportunities, and you're going to find a lot of opportunities. And I've really noticed that the students who just try to find the opportunities will find them, because Haslam, we want you to get these opportunities. Like, I am so excited that Pepsi's coming and talking, and I'm probably going to bring in more people. Any last questions? Thank you so much, Roger, for all that positivity. 20 more points. I like that I have buttons now. So much easier with the buttons. I just press the button and points go out. So I automated a bunch of things. I think that does it. But you know, Jason, can we keep going? I don't know which button it is. Let's hope I press the right button. Let's find out. Jason, can we? Jason, we just 5 hours. We've almost got these new intros ready. We're almost there.
This has been going for like 20 hours. This ends now.